Alright guys, welcome back to the Hobby Farm Homestead. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of soffit work on my lean-to, and I'll show you guys how to use this aluminum brake. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright guys, to start this we need to get a couple measurements. We need to get the face of the fascia board and how much we need to bend the bottom. So it's probably going to be about an inch. Then I also need to get the measurement from the fascia board back to the header, so I know the length that I need to cut my soffit at. So let's go ahead and get those few measurements, and then I'll take you guys inside here and get the brake all set up. Alright guys, I'm going to draw this out so you can be better informed on what we're doing here. On a roof line, say this is your roof line right here, and then right here you would have your fascia board. We are going to cover that with aluminum, which is going to be 6 inches, and then I'm going to have like a 1-inch lap right here. Now underneath here, so you have your header board here. Underneath here, this is called your soffit. And this is usually around 11 and a half inches. Mine is 11 and a half inches. And that's usually out of vinyl or aluminum. But what we're going to do today is break all the metal for your fascia board covering. So just to let you have a visual, I don't know if this helps out or not, but we're going to go ahead and break this metal right now. Alright guys, before I get started, I just want to show you a piece that you can go and buy at, you know, like your local hardware, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. It's just a piece of pre-bent. This is 6 inches by 3/4 inch lip. They put the over bends on each end just to stiffen up the edges, and the stiffener bends to give it like that beaded look. Basically, this is what I'm going to be making on this brake with a white flat stock aluminum. So this stuff is pretty expensive to buy. It comes in, I think, 10-foot sections, maybe 12-foot, I'm not sure, but it's just cheaper to make it on a brake if you have access to one than it is to go buy it. And I would say if you only have 1 or 2 pieces that do, I would go ahead and just buy it from the store. But you also have to worry about matching this, because you can't do this right here on a brake. It'll just be flat completely. So like I said, if you had 2 pieces to replace, I'd say go buy it. But the amount that I have to do, I got to do 50 foot on my garage, and then I have to do all of the barn and lean-to. So it's worth it having a brake here. This is my buddy's brake, so I don't have like a rental charge or anything like that. So I'm lucky on that end. So let's go ahead and get breaking some of this metal, and I'll show you the process of it. And if the wind lets down, maybe we'll get some of this hung. But let's go ahead and start breaking some aluminum. All right, this is some of the flat stock that I'm going to be using. It's just like a white aluminum flat stock. So you got to be really careful with this stuff, especially when it's in a coil, because it can unravel really fast and cut you up pretty bad. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in the brake, and we'll do some measurements. Okay, let's do the measurements on here. The good thing about this stuff is it just wipes all off, so if you got any dirt on it or not, it's okay. So we want the face of it to be 6 inches, so I'll put a mark right there at 6. And then I probably want a 1-inch flap, so I'm going to go at 7. Now I'll do the same measurements on the other end, and then I will put it in the break at the 7-inch mark and cut the aluminum. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I will line this up to this mark right here, and I'll bring this clamps down onto the metal. So I will bring this down right here on the metal, right there on the mark. Just line both ends up on the 7-inch mark, and this clamps down just like that. And you'll take your knife and go ahead and score the metal all the way down that break, and we'll bend it up and it should break right off. Go ahead and bend it up. Back down and right off. Lay that up here. We'll go ahead and make another piece. Alright, so I'll go ahead and make one more piece, and then I'll show you how to make the fascia with these 2 pieces. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and break one of these pieces. And we're going to put this on the 6-inch mark that we have on our metal. Same thing, just clamp down on the mark. Both sides on the 6-inch mark. Once everything's lined up, go ahead and clamp it down. Now we're only bending it to a 90 degree. And you want to over bend it a little bit because it does have some recoil on it. The main part you got to watch is in the center, because all these brakes, the way they're designed, is there's for some reason more pressure on the outside. So you can over bend it a little bit and just run your hand along the outside. Bring that bend back to a 90 degree. And once it's done, just pop it out, and there's your piece of fascia. Alright guys, that's pretty much how you use the brake. Hopefully, if you never used one, it helps you out if you do have to use one. And if you use one every day, I'm sure you're like, well, he doesn't know what he's doing. So, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and bend the rest of this stuff and throw you on some time lapse, and I'll catch you guys at the end. gonna go ahead and finish up bending the metal I only got maybe 10 more pieces to bend. Rather than sit here and let you guys watch it, it's probably kind of boring. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. So when the weather gets better, I'll show you guys how to install all this stuff. And then I also got tagged by Homesteading Northern Michigan to do that 40 question thing. So I'm gonna try to attempt that. Never done anything like that before. So I'll go ahead and attempt that. So that video is coming up pretty quick, and a few other things. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.